Hi and welcome back. This is the second tutorial for setting up your celebration days. The worksheet is open. What you want to focus on now is configuration. You want to select the days that you will subsequently add to your editorial calendar. Now, how do you do that? On the worksheet right now, this is worksheet list of days to celebrate. There are over 3,000 different days entered here, a lot of information. You have a number of different ways that you can select days. One of those is going to the description column. It's column B. If you select the auto filter drop down and hover over text filters and then hover over contains, we're going to select contains. And from here, you can actually enter criteria. So you'll notice the description says contains. So we're looking for any entry in the description field that contains this information. Asterisk is a wildcard. So I'm going to type family, and I'm going to end that with a wildcard as well. We'll hit OK, and what do we come up with? It's a much shorter list. So anything in description in column B that has family in the name is now displayed. Now I'm going to go back and select all to display all of the entries in that field again. So that's one way that you can search for different celebration days. Another way would be to look at the different categories. So in column D, in the category column, you'll notice there's a selection of different options here. So if you deselect all, so you want to get rid of the checkbox in the select all entry, and then let's look for anything that is categorized as comical, and you can select multiple entries, by the way. Let's click OK, and now we have just the entries that are designated as comical entries. Now again, I'm going to go back. I'm going to select all again and return these back to normal. It's important if you're using one of these search options to ensure that you return to no filters so that you're starting from scratch. Otherwise, you'll get combinations of filters that will not display all the information you intended. The final way that you can do a search is just by using the find function. So from within Excel on the home page, you can use find and select find. Now again, you can enter wildcards here. Let's enter peace. And we'll say find all. And now it will actually jump through the different entries for you. Now, I find that a little bit more work personally. I like to use the filters. There is another way that you can access that same find entry. Instead of going to find and then selecting find, you can actually use the keyboard. Use the Control F, and that brings up that same dialog box. Now, after you've done some searches and you've found some items that you want, you then go to the selections column. Now, right now, if you look in that column, you'll see not on my list is selected for the first entry. If you click on that drop down, you see you have three choices. Not on my list, maybe, in case you're not sure if that might be useful, and my selections. Now you'll notice there are some already designated as my selections. There's a maybe. A lot of them are not on my list. This is how you select the potential items you might want to write a blog post about so you can add them to your editorial calendar. And then when you're done making your selections, you can click on that selections filter arrow, and from here you can simply deselect not on my list and include only the maybe and the my selections, click OK, and then it only displays the items that you've selected. That's how you set up the configuration. The next tutorial, we'll be talking about how you review the information and the next steps. I hope you tune in for that one. Thank you.